Okay.
Let's get hyped.
Well, it's a big sports day. Big sports day, man.
Sports over everything.
Sports over everything, especially this sport. Let's get it going. What is everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Let's go.
Presented by Bet365 by Miller Lite. What time is it, boys?
Miller time.
Yeah, might be Miller time. Might have some Millers later. Who knows? Maybe the occasion calls for it. We're also in the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota Stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR Nuggets, hosting second game of a 2-game homestand, hosting Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Boy, I can't wait to watch this one.
I know.
The stars
power.
are out. Stars are out, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it. We got Harrison Wind here.
A lot of sports going on right now. We got the wild card games going on down at the bar. We got, Nuggets Bucks tonight. Big sports weekend, man.
Huge sports weekend, man. Big one. Over here, Superstar Dev.
I'm so excited for this game tonight. Mano y mano. It's going to be Drake May versus Justin Herbert.
That's what you're excited for?
For the game tonight.
Yeah, the game. No, there's a Nuggets game, Dev. We got to talk the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets. Yeah, we got them tonight. Maybe word aware. Nuggets hosting the Bucks tonight. Let's get straight into the details of why we're being sarcastic.
Well, the injury bug is still haunting the Denver Nuggets. And there are a couple interesting notes about, what just happened with the injury report leading up to this game. The big one, Jamal Murray is out. It did seem like he was maybe going to play. David Adelman, didn't say he would, but sounded a little hopeful pregame. And he was officially questionable, but he is still out with that ankle injury and illness that's sweeping through the team right now, as we heard the other night.
You go on a 7-game road trip and you're going to get this. Like everybody gets sick.
Kind of, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This had to happen. I feel like it's exactly what it is. Hopefully everybody's had it. I don't know if anybody has avoided it yet. Hopefully it's just through and we can move on with our lives very soon.
Spencer Jones was also on the injury report. He was also sick. He is playing, though. That's the one piece of good news. But I do have some more bad news.
You have more bad news?
This is the weird one. Christian Brown is also out today.
What happened to him?
And not sick. It's just the ankle. And what's weird about this one is he was probable. This is maybe a little too inside baseball, but this is the stuff I do all day.
Yeah.
Track the injury reports. He was probable all day. He went out for warm-ups, and then around that time got downgraded to questionable. Nuggets were putting pictures of him warming up on their socials and stuff.
Oh, man.
And all of a sudden he's out. So I don't know if the ankle didn't feel good in warm-ups or really what happened, but that was a surprise scratch, I'd say.
So what could it be?
That's
ankle?
The only thing I think
have they said what it is? Is he officially out with a reason? Was it ankle?
It's the ankle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit of hobbled. Should we be concerned here?
I think we should be concerned. I think we should have been concerned beforehand. He has not been playing well, so it actually makes sense that he's sitting it down because he really is not ready. So I think it's not to call it an excuse. I think it's a good reason. It gives me I could breathe easy knowing that he really is not right. It is shocking that they've been playing him, how much they've played him, because he's been playing 29, 30 minutes in these games, and now he's out again. So if you're not ready, I don't think that they should force you to be back right now, and he clearly wasn't.
Is there any chance that he was just tied to Jamal? Jamal's out. They're like, you know what? Let's rest this guy up.
I wouldn't think so because, CB's looked really bad since coming back from injury. It looks like he's lost a lot of confidence and just doesn't have that same mindset that we usually know CB has. I would think that's something you just got to play through, regardless of who you're out there with. You just got to get reps. Got to see the ball go through the basket. You got to, take that first hard foul or something to really get your mind back. So I wouldn't think that's the case, but I don't know. This was a weird one today.
Maybe they looked at the schedule and said, we're playing against the Bucks. like what's the point of pushing it right now? Because if you think about that confidence being down, there is no better opportunity than everybody's out. You take the shot tonight. It doesn't really matter. You want to get yourself, going.
Low pressure.
This would be a low pressure type of game that he can get himself going. For the fact that he's out while going through warm-ups and things like that, there has to be a little bit more there.
Yeah. It also affects, I have to imagine a little bit, the game plan both directions, because these are late scratches. You go into it, even as a team, you wake up this morning thinking you have those guys. Now you don't. It just makes this... It's not like they had 2 days to prepare. Like, all right, here's what we're going to do. You guys are starting this or that. This is all happening in real time. So I kind of get the sense that this game might be another messy one.
Yeah. And with CB, I don't know if the ankle's still bothering him. Like, I don't know if that's something he's still playing through. I would think he feels 100% or close to it if they're letting him back out there. Based on how he's looked, would I be surprised just based on his play if it was still bothering him? Like, no, because that's what it's looked like. It looks like he's not the typical Christian Braun. So maybe he needs to take it easy a little bit.
Well, maybe we get ourselves another miracle. We'll see. Maybe
2 miracles in one season? I don't know. It's usually a one a season type thing.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Damn it, we're in purgatory, man. It's been a lot of purgatory. Yeah. And it's not even, we were in purgatory before this news, and then this news comes.
The difference is, Adam, all past purgatories, Nikola Jokic has still been there.
So true. At least we got that.
The year-long purgatories, he was there, and even when we've had these moments in the past, he's always been a fixture in the lineup. That's what really sucks.
All right, well, what else we have for game notes?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks are in town, 17-21 on the season, the 20th best offense, the 17th best defense. Their numbers on the season do not look pretty.
Yeah.
Giannis has missed a lot of time, though.
Yeah.
And they are a much better team with him in the lineup, of course.
But he does want to be there.
Right, the forever Buck Giannis.
Yeah, he
wants to be forever Buck.
Can't control what his agent says, but he does, as far as him.
Yeah. The Bucks just did beat the Lakers, though, 105-101. Was that last night? Or 2 nights? That was 2 nights ago? I think 2 nights ago. Giannis got the steal on LeBron, final possession. I don't know if you saw that. Kevin Porter Jr. led them in scoring that game. He's having a big season for them. He had 22. Also, just looking through, the Bucks roster, did you know Gary Harris is on the Bucks?
Yes.
Gary Harris on the Bucks playing a very limited role off the bench, like 5 to 10 minutes a game, but we'll probably see him tonight.
Bro, I'm telling you, like Gary Harris and KCP kind of occupy the same spot in my brain. They're just at different layers. Both of those guys not really very involved in the NBA since leaving Denver.
Well, it's funny. Everybody's always like, oh, man, everybody blows up after they leave the Nuggets. Like, everybody really just comes into their own, you know. Recency bias. You got the Michael Porter thing. Yeah, there's a lot of examples of that. There's also examples of people who just fall off the face of the earth.
There are
the second they leave Denver, too.
Or they're just out of the league. They just leave.
I mean, yeah.
And a handful of guys that have had a very nice career in Europe since then.
And China.
And China a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out Kenneth Faried. Did you guys see the Kenneth Faried quote on Jokic?
Yeah, I did. That was great.
That was great. Although he did what he say, he corrected himself, but he's like, he's always working on his shooting, or when he came in, he really improved, started working on his shooting, started working on his passing. Well, I guess he always could pass. I was like, yes, I don't think he worked on his passing.
One note from David Adelman in his pregame presser. He said, look, the Nuggets defense has been pretty good the last couple games. Until that fourth quarter the other night when it kind of fell apart. But Philly, Boston, and then for most of the game against the Hawks, the defense has been good. And that was one of the things I was thinking about without Yoke, without Big Val in this stretch. Could they just get back to being a better defense? They'd probably have to win some of these games, and that's kind of what's happened.
All right. Got the defensive battle. I can't wait. Grind fest against the 20th best offense, you said, in the Bucks? All right, let's get it. Double Munders coming up.
If the Nuggets get to 100, they might win this game.
Oh, come on, baby.
I know that it seems like this is a team that you should not win against, but I feel like anything is possible after we just saw what they did with that 76ers team. And the Bucks they're in a worse spot than the Sixers right now. They're like 11th in the East. They only have 17 wins on the season. Granted, Giannis is coming back, but there are some letdown spots, and this could be one. So if Denver comes to play and they compete defensively like you talk about, they have a chance still in this game. This is not one that I'm just like, there's no chance in this one.
Well, you guys want to know the starting lineup
I've been,
because
like,
it's very
refreshing-
interesting.
I was
very
refreshing
interesting.
it because I wanted to hear it so bad.
Extremely interesting starting lineup. Jalen Pickett back at point guard.
Let's
Peyton
go.
Watson out there as well. Spencer Jones back into the starting lineup.
Okay.
There are two surprises, I'd
Oh,
say.
God. Because I know AG's available, so are we going
AG
center?
is available, and he's starting at center.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Don't love it, but okay.
The other one, this might not even be a surprise. Hunter Tyson back in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
Second straight game.
This is where it gets scary because, you saying that AG starts at center. Does he guard Miles Turner or does he have to be the Giannis stopper?
Dude, I said this on the show a couple days ago. I kind of wanted AG to come off the bench until Jokic got back. Yeah. But situations don't always work out as you think they will. And I wonder if David Adams is just like, we got to get him back in the starting lineup. We just need him starting the game.
I cannot believe these lineups, man.
Yeah.
When Yoke first went down and they started the crazy lineup, I was like, can you imagine if somebody told you that coming into the year that this would be a starting lineup? And now it gets weirder. Pickett and Hunter Tyson and Spencer Jones. You got to be kidding me. It's weird enough seeing Peyton Watson in the starting lineup, just with how the season was, but I guess that's not that crazy. Pickett, Tyson, Spencer Jones. NBA starters against the Bucks. It doesn't. But that shows how banged up this team has been. Like, let's just say that Nuggets go on a wild run, or say this is the team that wins it. Yeah.
You look back at this and say there were a time that Spencer Jones started for half the season, pretty much, and then Hunter Tyson is still getting starter minutes. That's a crazy one to think about. Couldn't fathom it.
Is this a defensive lineup or an offensive lineup? I think it's a defensive lineup. Aaron Gordon, Spencer
It's
Jones,
definitely
Peyton
not an
Watson.
offensive
It's
lineup,
not-
I'll tell you
that's
that.
really what I would say. It's not definitely
It's
not.
either neutral or defensive.
I think it's a defensive lineup, though. I mean, look, Pickett can play. Hunter Tyson, the weak link there, but you got, I would say, 3.5 very good defenders.
Yeah, you do. And I mean, AG, it's going to be interesting how he looks at center. Duran filled in as best as you could probably expect him to there, but he just really wasn't a presence on the glass at all. He had 1 rebound last game, I think.
Yeah.
He's not a natural rebounder. He's not a natural center. Neither is Aaron Gordon, but he's definitely more experienced and more able to fill in there. So I got to think that's the thinking. We're playing a bigger team. Giannis and Miles Turner, we just need more size up front.
Yeah.
And maybe AG can give him that.
Well, while these guys are out, we get to watch Peyton Watson once again be sort of a highlight of it. In fact, if you look at this starting lineup, your go-to players are Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson. Once your bench comes in, Tim Hardaway Jr., let yourself go, kind of go crazy. I don't know who else really has a green light, but this is, Peyton Watson right now is having his breakout, 6 straight 20-point performances. We'll see if he can keep adding to it. But my question, and we've hit on this a little bit, but I want to really hammer it home now. What do you want to see Peyton Watson do? What part of this do you want to carry over once he starts playing with Nikola Jokic? Is it all of the shot creation? Do you want him handling and pick and roll more? What do you think, Dev? He's a completely different player without Jokic.
I think it's to continue being a confident scorer. I think it's the scoring for me, just because.
Yeah, but how though is my point. Do you want him to have a green light to be aggressive and just I don't know, make something?
I love Peyton Watson off the leash because I feel like with that second unit, when you have guys like Tim Hardaway Jr., you have that offensive mindset of we're going to take whatever shot we want. You don't have to stagger as much. So he buys a lot of time if he's able to continue to score the basketball, if he's able to, shoot the 3 ball and do everything on that end. So I do think that it has a lot to do with his ability to put the ball on the floor and create for himself as well as teammates. So I think it's the usage being so high and, being a confident scorer.
And I want to see him continue to have the ball in his hands. Pick and roll, creation when Jokic gets back, because just thinking back to last year, the Nuggets offense was pretty predictable,
Yeah.
And part of that, it's hard to remember now, but part of that was because Christian Braun had made some strides as a ball handler.
That's right. You're right.
It's hard to remember now.
It is hard to remember, but he was doing some dynamic stuff.
That was a storyline last season. He could play a little pick and roll, and it just made the offense a little more it made them more unpredictable.
If I'm not mistaken, he had a preseason game this year.
He did.
Just one, but it was like a lot of off the dribble stuff.
Yep. And so I need Peyton Watson to continue to do that just to give the Nuggets more options, because maybe you're not getting that from Christian Brown when he does come back.
So here's where I think I settle on it, but I'm still open, and I'm very curious what David Adelman thinks about this. I think for him, when Yoke's off the court, back but off the court, to me, I think that's where you say, you know what? This guy that you are right now, be that guy. That's your chance to really shine. When Yoke's on the court, I still think he's going to have to be a player that really, really picks his spots, mostly a corner three-point shooter. The difference is I do think that they should allow him to run pick and roll. Now, the thing is, he's not running pick and roll right now to get open. He's running ISOs, he's running slashes, and then open court type stuff. When Yoke's back, I think if you could channel this into more when Yoke turns your way, you catch it on the dribble handoff, that's your time to be aggressive and go and see what you have. But I don't think that they can go away from the Jokic offense. It's just too good.
Yeah.
It's way better than what we're seeing right now. It's not Peyton's fault, but it's way better. So to me, it's more carry bench units when you're not with Yoke. But when you're with Yoke, we're going to let you run a little bit more freely in pick and roll. But I just don't know outside of that, and open court, transition. But outside of that, I don't know that the Nuggets should go to him in isolations. And that's hard. It's hard to like play a game and just know like, oh, now I'm a different player because he's out. Oh, he's back in. I got to be a different player. That's tough.
Yeah, it's hard for starters. It's hard for someone that knows that they're getting, time.
Yeah.
So a guy that is just going to have a different role every single night, and the expectation of what's truly expected of him, that altering. I think that's hard for a young player in this league that's still trying to find himself. I feel like that's the only way he's going to stay on the floor. That's the only way he's going to stay productive, because you do have to adapt to playing Jokic style basketball. We know what that is, but I think that it's good with Adelman because he's open. He's willing to try these things. He's willing to give it a chance. And we already know that this Nuggets team, would do that. It's working right now, so I don't see why you would stop that right now. So there has to be a switch.
Yeah.
I think defensively he can, up his game from where he was, before this last stretch started, because his defense has also been great. Just thinking back to that Hawks game, he was everywhere defensively. And it got to a point where he was so disruptive that he pretty much like pulled a Pat Surtain and shut off half the court. And then the Hawks had to go to the other half in the second half of that game.
Yeah.
So that too.
Let's move on to our next topic here, which is almost in some ways equally as interesting as that, which is just usually we do circle of trust. That's too binary. You're either in or you're out. I think the circle of trust is kind of a scale in a lot of ways. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm curious, 10 being supreme trust, as in their role, I'm saying, not like you trust them to freelance and whatever, but in the role that they are assigned. 1 being, I don't trust them at all. They'll go in and screw it up every time. 10B, I can't imagine them ever screwing it up. Where are you with Zeke Nnaji?
I mean,
it's a good one to start.
I've seen 1. I've seen 8.
Yeah. Right now, if I were to tell you, what's your level of trust? Because it was a 1, like for so long.
Sure.
I think it's like a 6 right now.
Wow.
I was actually going to say
so,
6 too.
That's so high to me. Okay.
But because even in this role where he's excelled, it's not like he's stepping out of something that he can't replicate. Like, this is not something that he can't do again and again. He's not having a Peyton Watson type of, like, he's averaging 20 since, however long. It's not anything like that. It's, can you go in there? Can you ratchet up the game? Can you rebound? Can you defend, one of these bigger guys and be the backup center role for a small amount of time? He has shown that he is able to do that. He has the body to do it. He has the athleticism. He has the footwork to be able to defend on an island and things like that. So I do think this is something that if he gets more times, he's going to be able to continue to do this. So I'm higher on Zeke right now because I think he could continue this.
6 is high. I love that the chat's playing along, by the way. Give me your number. So he's 6.
5.55 for sure.
That's
5.55.
That's the right number.
Yeah. We got the chat with it too.
Yeah,
we're all on the same
So that's where you're
here.
going? 5.55?
Honestly, about that. Like a little over 5 seems about
It's
right.
like a 5.55
with how he's been playing.
5.
Yeah.
Ish.
5.55.
I'm way lower than you guys. You guys are riding the Zeke high. He's been playing great, and I've been loving it. But if you told me, like, tonight is Zeke going to play great, I'm probably more in the, 3.5 3.5.
What does the great look like, though?
What's that?
What does great look
Great
like?
has looked good. It's look good. I'm not expecting it every day. I'm not to the point where I'm expecting it more than I'm not expecting it. It's that he keeps surprising me.
Yeah.
But by definition, I'm surprised. I would be surprised tonight if he played well, and I might go all the way up to a 4.
I mean, I think I'm a little past the point where I'm surprised if he keeps doing what he's been doing. Like, what he's done, I think, is trustworthy.
Yeah.
And so I guess going a little over 5 would be exactly that. Like, I'm not totally taken off guard if he keeps stacking these types of games. That's kind of what I expect right now.
I will say, man, every game he puts together, though, is pretty big. Let's go to the next guy, Jalen Pickett. I'll let you start. Where are you at? By the way, with Zeke, I was a 1. So this is impressive to go from 1 to 3.5.
Yeah, I was probably in the 1-2 range. With Jalen Pickett, I'd probably go 9.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
really high on him.
goodness.
Yeah. Like, I am very...
Thought I was the Jalen Pickett guy.
Wow.
I don't see how you really couldn't be based on what he's done as of late. Now, if we're thinking about the whole season and his whole career, might be a little different. But right now, based off his play the last couple weeks, I'm at 8-9 for sure.
I'm at like a 3.
Wow. What? You have more faith in Zeke Nnaji than Pickett?
In his role. That was what you said, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Well, both of their roles, but yeah. Each of their roles.
Yeah, when everybody's back, I don't see him getting time. I don't see where that comes from. And also, what we've been seeing from Jalen Pickett is not his role. That's not what he's been. He's been scoring the basketball.
Well, yeah.
He's not a scorer. Like, he's supposed to create offense. He doesn't create offense right now. As far as he doesn't set the table. He's shown that he can't break a guy down and go score the basketball
unless you're Joel Embiid.
But that was also ISO step backs.
And they're step backs. They're not down.
So it wasn't creating offense for someone else. It was creating a shot for himself. So as far as him being the backup point guard, we have not seen Jalen Pickett in that. That's not to say I don't think that he's been good. I think he's been incredible as of late, but that's not what they're going to want him to do. That's not what they need from him. So I think that I'm lower on him for that.
He is playing a different role than he will when everybody's back, but I still think he can scale down a little bit. I trust his ability to scale down from where he's at right now.
I'd say for me, I'm at like a 6, which is to say I expect him to play well more often than not at the moment in the role that he's given. And I agree that I think it can scale down. And by the way, 6 assists last game, 7 assists 3 games ago. He had 2 assists the game in between that. But to me, that's good production from a guy that he's never going to be the, like you said, break a guy down, create something. Yeah. He's more of a systems kind of guy. Let's go to Hunter Tyson. Dev, you can start us off. He's been playing well.
I don't even think you could put him on. He's not playing.
He's playing starting tonight.
Not enough data to put on a scale.
4.
4?
I was 2.
Yeah, I was going to say 2. It's up from 1.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
He's
He's not getting anything. I don't think I could put anything.
What about...
But the thing with Hunter Tyson, if I can just say real quick, is he probably has the most defined role of what he needs to do every single game.
Man.
Go out there and shoot and just provide energy. Just play your ass off. Start bobbing your head.
Start doing that one. All right, Julian Strother.
He's at a 1.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
He's probably
at a 1. For me, he's at a 1.
Yeah.
Hunter's at a 2.
Yeah, he's below Hunter. So I'd say 1.
I don't think Hunter is rateable. But I think...
How can he not be rateable? If you're on the roster, there has to be an
expectation. He doesn't have enough minutes to qualify for the trust meter.
On the starting lineup. Deron Holmes.
I'd say 3.
I say 2.
I'm a 2 as well.
He's above Hunter and Strother for me, but barely above Hunter.
Yeah, I would agree.
Chad, I would like to hear where you're at on him.
Yeah, on Deron Holmes. Where are we at? Because I think 2 is fair. It's not that I don't trust it. If he goes out there, I don't even have expectations for him to play well. I hope he does.
The things that we've seen him do well is not the things that I feel like they want him to do or be. We've seen that 1 assist game.
Oh, that was so nice.
We haven't seen it since.
We haven't really
Remember that one pass?
Yeah, he was.
We haven't seen that since. They want him to be the backup big, which he's playing out of position. But even if you're a 4, you should be able to rebound a couple of times. You're still down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he doesn't do that either. So, I'm pretty lower on him.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Julian Hunter Holmes kind of down there. Pickett, Zeke, up there. You know,
Yeah.
you got some trust in him for role players.
Yeah.
Which is, hey, we're talking about literally the last 5 guys on the bench right now for the Nuggets. They just happen to be playing big minutes. Our pregame picks are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use the code DNVR365. Deposit $10. Place a bet of $5 to get $200 in bonus bets. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Dev, how do you bet this game?
With American Cash. With American Cash. I like that last segment, I'll be honest with you, but it doesn't beat this Bet365 segment. The Nuggets come into this game as 4.5-point underdogs. It makes sense. It just makes sense. One, you're at home where they have not been that well this year. And then also you're down so many starters and it's out of nowhere. What we have seen is teams have a hard time trying to get ready for the backups and these other guys because they're not prepared for it. So I think there is the element of surprise. I'm not going to tell anybody to go either way on the line. I will say, I think this is going to be a higher scoring game. I know we talked about defense being it, but it's 218.5. And I do think that the Bucks want to get their offense going. Denver's going to play the same way no matter what. They're running gun right now. So I think that this is an over type of game. I'll go over 218.5. What would you think that my Giannis...
Over? I think you think Giannis is going to do quite well, especially given the fact that who's guarding him tonight? Spencer Jones and Aaron Gordon?
Yeah.
That's actually a little surprising, this starting lineup.
Because it's a big front
considering
court.
It's against the Giannis Turner front court.
It's kind of wild,
Yeah.
man. Zeke and Duran on the bench.
I mean, Spencer's going to be guarding Giannis.
Yep, let's not waste no
Spencer
time
Dion.
with that. Giannis over 29.5 points. 29.5 points. So I'm just going to go with that one. On the Nuggets side of things, our three-pointers bet is my first bet up tonight, or our second bet up tonight. Tim Hardaway Jr. over 2.5 three-pointers. I liked this before. I really like it now because there is no Christian Brown. There is no Jamal Murray. He's going to shoot the ball. If it touches his hands, we know he likes to get them up. So I think that's going to be an over. Sticking with Tim Hardaway Jr., I'll go with over 12.5 points for him as well. I think he could get this in three-pointers alone, so I think this is very easy for him, and he's been showing that he's able to score no matter who's setting the table for him. Jalen Pickett is going to get the start. Jalen Pickett is on there tonight. I think he gets over. I think he gets 10-plus points in this one, so you could go to the points. He has 10-plus. No Jamal, and he's getting plenty of minutes. It's a lot of one-on-one type stuff. He doesn't have somebody that just is going to be keying on him, so I like the over. Aaron Gordon is getting the start. Maybe he's off of the restriction because they're going to need him in this game.
Maybe. Good
They
question.
did not adjust the line of his rebounds. It's at 5.5 rebounds. He's been getting this every single game as of late, so I think he continues that. Also, Miles Turner is a very, very bad rebounder for him to be a center. I like this. So he had 9 last game. Let's go over yet again. I do have a negative. They have Deron Holmes rebounds on there for whatever reason. It's 3.5.
Man.
We're going to go under.
Oh, this is the
We are
painful
gonna go
one,
have
man.
under.
I hate this one.
It hits.
It does hit, though.
I like Peyton Watson to continue being a rebounder
We
and
might get
facilitator.
flagged on that one, FYI. That
as
might
well,
get
but
flagged.
there's also insurance on what what he does the most, what he's been able to do, and that's his points. His points, rebounds, and assists has jumped up to 29.5, and I just feel like that's too low. It started at 26.5 earlier today. They looked at everybody out and said, yeah, he's going to get that boost. And for our lock, you're cooking when the best that your line has ever been is 19.5 points for Peyton Watson. He's been getting that. It's the highest he's ever had. I'll go over because we've seen it in 6 straight games. Can he go for number 7?
You ride at the streak.
You ride a streak like this. Peyton Watson is showing he can score. It doesn't matter who's in front of him. This is not a team that I think he backs down from. I think he goes right after these guys, and they're going to have guys that are struggling to slow him down. So I'm going to go over for this one.
Can I give you a wild boy bet?
Oh, boy.
Hunter Tyson, I'll bet he's gone deer shooting a time or two, don't you think?
Yeah.
Back home.
He's got a couple heads on the wall, probably.
I bet he's been known to bag a buck or two. 1.5 3-pointers from the starting lineup, and you get
Bag a buck?
plus money on this. 1.5 threes
For Hunter?
for Hunter.
Bro.
Come on, he's
Call
the
the
shooter.
hotline. Call the hotline.
Really? 1.5? I'm taking it. I
I
don't
thought you
care.
were going to take 0.5, and that even would have been
No.
a stretch.
It's 1.5, baby. We're riding
Oh,
it.
man.
Yeah, we have any
You better
super
be getting
chats?
plus 1,000 on that.
No super chats. A sign of things to come, I assume. All right, guys, we're going to go over to the watch along set and watch the Denver Nuggets. We'll see you over there.